Alright, it's Christopher Fox once again, and this is requested sound for James, and the name of this video is YouTube's most disturbing users. I know him, I've heard of her, never heard of him, so let's check it out. Hey.
Out of a job or dead, whether it be due to abuse, murder, or just being creepy. These are YouTube's most disturbing users. Welcome back to another video. Now before I say anything, thank you guys so much for 20,000 subscribers.
Oh yeah, bro.
10,000 a couple months ago. Like the growth we've been seeing, especially on the last video, like you guys blew that video up. Like goddamn. But with all that being said, let's just get straight into our first case, Austin Jones. Austin Jones
I've heard of him.
YouTuber, musician, and
He's
blogger.
nothing but a weirdo and a creep.
Making a cappella covers of popular rock
Piece
and
of
punk
shit.
songs. He would occasionally make vlogs and would release 6 albums on iTunes and had over 500,000 subscribers and 41 million views on YouTube. Now it wasn't hard to tell who his audience
And kids were simping for this motherfucker, that's...
was. It was younger teenage girls. And it wouldn't
Yeah,
take
it's
long
fucked
before
up.
Austin would get into some controversy with them. In spring of 2015, a lot of evidence against Austin began popping up.
That'd be
which pointed to
EDP
him
you
being
mentioned first,
credited.
but this
evidence
guy, this is
consisted of
bad.
multiple screenshots of messages that he had sent to underage
I
fans,
can't even
as
read
well as
those.
this video.
Hey cutie, so this is like the first basic twerk move.
Creepo, man. He's nothing but a creep.
Put your legs apart, you bend your legs, and then you arch your back.
Why would you send that to a kid? Seriously. I don't even like showing that on my fucking camera.
In one of the screenshots, he's also seen asking a fan if she can delete a screenshot of him asking her to, quote, booty pop to one of his songs. So you like
Booty
my song,
pop, really?
Toothpick Booty? Yeah, you should make a video of you booty popping to it. It'd be so awesome. Haha, maybe. Why maybe?
Why'd you block
That
out
should
the
be a
booty
definite.
word?
Because I don't have a camera, but I'll see what I can do. How about after each one, I'll make a video of me talking and telling you what I liked about it. Look, you're really nice and everything, and I love you a lot, but no, I don't want to, and I'm just not comfortable, and it's late and cold, and I still have homework.
Yeah, leave him alone, man.
Yes, and I'm truly sorry, but I
Yeah,
just
it's cool.
can't.
He's a kid.
I'm in an even worse mood. If you made a video of you shaking to Toothpick Booty, I think I'd die of laughter. Haha. Take note of the profile picture on this. I've legit been singing that song all week. You should do it. It'd be fun. This was a big deal, and eventually people started posting the screenshots to Twitter, and YouTubers began covering the case.
He told me he didn't want me to judge him. And, you know, I'm his friend. I'm not going to judge him. He tells me something, I'm not going to judge him. He had told me that in the past, if not a year ago, a year or two ago, whatever, that he asked the girls to twerk for him in videos. Just send them videos of them twerking. I thought that was kind of fish and really fucked up. He told me that, but he
It
didn't
was
tell me
fucked up.
everything. He left out so much. I found out that
You're
some
not
of the
sending a
girls
kid of
he
you
asked
shaking your
girls
ass.
happened to be 13 to 16. I think I saw something about an 11 or 12-year-old. I don't know if that was bullshit or not. And the way he went around it, though, the way he did it, like, he pressured them into it. He kind of guilt-tripped them into it, in a way.
Due to all of this, Austin would release an apology
Made that apology
called
video.
Setting the Record Straight. Where he would say
I'm
that intensity
sorry
the twerk
for
videos
sending
was
you the
purely for fun,
pictures.
and it wasn't meant to be sexual or exploitative in any way. Austin would go radio silent for 2 years, thinking he got away with it. But the internet being the internet, people were constantly bringing the allegations up, and eventually on June 9th, 2017, a U.S. judge would sign and issue a search warrant for Austin's home. 3 days later, Homeland Security investigators raided Austin's house. During the search, they would find explicit child content on his devices, which led to him getting arrested. While on trial, more and more evidence against Austin began coming up. One discovery was that in messages between Austin and a 14-year-old girl, Austin would tell her to record herself while
Never know what's
performing
happening
suggestive
behind
acts
closed doors,
while
people.
announcing her age. After multiple trials, Austin would be found guilty due to requesting and receiving CP, and on February 1st, 2017, he would be sentenced to 10 years in prison. He is currently
Wow.
serving his time and is expected to be released in 2027. Dolly Flesh. Nathan,
I've heard of this
known
guy
alive
too.
as Dolly Flesh,
He's a
is
fucking
claymation YouTuber who
animal
uploaded
abuser.
gory claymation videos like Lee Hardcastle or David Firth, except way worse. He would make disturbing murder and dismemberment videos as well as
I just thought his videos were cool until I found out what he did to the goddamn fucking hamsters. But his claymations were cool since I love gore, I love violence, so, you know.
weird fetish with his clay and posted to his Twitter account and YouTube channel. He had multiple original characters
Not a
that would star in
psychopath,
these
but-
videos, one being Itchy the Clown and the other being himself. Itchy had 2 animations where he would torture and murder women in his homemade slaughterhouse. Layton's character would be depicted doing such abhorrent things I can't even say it on YouTube. He would also post
Obviously.
vlog-type videos where he would talk to the camera and say stuff like,
I claimed I was looking forward to losing to a forward pocket.
Why are you blocking out his cussing?
Silicones. Maybe you'll get tired of screwing her and her plastic.
The thing is, if you block out your cussing, you still get flagged, but shit like this is allowed on YouTube, no question, no ask. What the fuck?
To move to the ear canals. If you don't have a poof, then you won't have to worry about her pooing or farting all the time.
In a series of tweets by Leighton, he would say, I'm going to construct a life-size though, or save up to buy one. The one without arms or legs. There is no running away in my house.
Jesus
I want
Christ.
to lose my twist though, because it is made to replicate a real girl by like 99%. We will do a lot of kinky things. I'll take it on your chest and roll
Ugh.
it. It's called browning, and I'll let you
Guess he's got a
in
scat
your
fetish.
mouth, and I'll also give you a nice warm bath. In May 2019, he would begin making clay art of himself abusing animals, as well as a piece of him dismembering a cat. A few days
Why
later,
would you
he
show
would
it if you're
tweet,
gonna-
"I
if
think
you're just
I'll
gonna
purchase
block
some
it?"
hamsters as a form of company. And 1 week later, Leighton would post a video to
There's not much
titled
videos of
"One
him. I
Kid
know it's
Free
only
Hamster,"
5 and
where
that's
he would
it.
talk about how
He
he
ever
got the
made.
hamsters from PetSmart, and the description read, "Pin stabbed, drowned, microwave." The next day, he would post an 11-minute video of him and each of the hamsters one by one. It got taken down very quickly by YouTube, and his audience tried to get him into legal trouble, but due to his low profile, nothing was done. 1 year later, he would begin posting the hamster kicking video again.
He
but
get a chance to
multiple
post much
subreddits,
videos of
receiving
himself
a
since
ton
he
of
got
backlash
caught.
and attention for it. Knowing Reddit, people began reporting this to the police, and eventually on May 25th, 2020, Leighton was arrested for 2 accounts of murder and abuse, though he was later released after paying a $1,000 bail. On August 1st,
Lucky cookie
2021,
he
his
is.
trial took place, where he was put under an 18-month additional sentence and 4 to 5 years of supervision. His channel was terminated in January of last year, and it is unknown what he's currently doing. Ghetto ASMR.
Probably don't wanna know
Dorian
what he-
Foyle,
I haven't heard of him.
as Ghetto ASMR, was an ASMR
The other two guys
YouTuber
I've heard of, I
on
haven't heard of
TikTok.
him.
He posts videos of himself whispering and tapping his microphone, as well as go
ASMR,
live on
I don't
TikTok
like
doing
him
the
unless
same
it's a
thing.
woman
He also
doing
live
it.
stream on YouTube, where you would be able to see his weird and violent tendencies begin to unfold. Dorian began threatening people who made fun of him on his live streams, saying he'll beat them up and telling them to
Die. No one gives a fuck about you, bitch.
One girl refunded her
Damn, he's got
donation
some
to him,
issues.
and he didn't take that too well either.
Or what? You took your money back now, Katie? All I'm saying is I don't want toxicity. What, you took your money back because I said I don't want toxicity? Is this a problem? You guys just shut the fuck up about it. Now no one's gonna donate, Katie. You see?
Or during this live stream, someone in chat said that another ASMR YouTuber was better looking than him.
You couldn't admit that I was better looking than him. You came in here and you said that he was better looking, and then you can't even have it back and say it.
Well, you lost your shit after that.
In January 2021, Dorian would get exposed
What a
for
freaking
DMing and
weirdo.
sexting with a 17-year-old girl. Several screenshots were released which read, "I'm 17, 18 in a few months. Okay, cool. Well, you're definitely old enough for me to be talking to then at least. Do you think butt tapping
another
would sound
creep,
good?
just
Well,
like that
I definitely
Austin
could
Jones
give you
guy.
an amazing massage. Put my fast fingers to proper use. Could I possibly see a pic of your butt just to make sure it would do us justice? You definitely got the proper boobs for wiggling tingle sounds, well, and such a cute face and voice." A few months later, he
Creep.
would upload an unlisted video of him beating off and sent it to an underage fan on Discord, which led to his 128,000 subscriber channel getting deleted off YouTube. He would move to a new channel, and when asked why his
I don't
old
know
channel
words
got
for
deleted,
that.
he said,
Goddamn,
"Internet trolls
dude.
abused the report system." The channel would be taken down as well for evading bans, which would lead to him creating another channel. He would create a Discord server for his YouTube channel where he would DM his female viewers, one of them being only 14. "Are you actually a real girl? Can I video chat with you just to make sure?" "Yeah." "Nah, you look hot." "How old are you?" 14. "Oh, okay, cool. Can I see a full body pic of you? You're definitely really stinky." Damn, you're so fine. Can I see your
This is
info?
really
I wish
hard
you
to
were with
watch.
me right now, but gotta be 16 still, not too far away. "Alright, sweet. I want to see your feet." "Hang on, baby. How old are you?" 17. "I thought you were 30.
He got
"Yeah,
a foot
I am.
fetish.
Can I see some more
Jesus
pics of you
Christ.
just to make sure it's you before we keep talking?" Another popular ASMR YouTuber called JoJo ASMR would cover the case of Dorian in 3 separate videos, exposing him, which led to intense backlash. He would continuously create new channels
Got
trying
hate
to
for
stay
no
on
reason,
YouTube,
right?
but they would always get banned. He would create 8 channels in total, his final one getting banned in May of this year. As of now, he seems to have disappeared from the internet, and that's probably for the better. Samantha Wolford. Samantha Wolford.
Okay, I've
known
heard her-
online as
I've heard of
Simply
her, never
Mad, was a
seen the
YouTube
case of
creator
her,
who would
though.
upload videos
Yeah,
where
I
she
know
would
who
essentially
she
just
is.
talk about herself. She would eventually start complaining about her life in
I've
these
heard of her.
videos, talking about her children and complaining about her rocky marriage. She was married to 29-year-old Ernie Ibarra. Samantha began believing that YouTube would work out for her, but for that to happen, you typically have to put a lot of time into it. And seeing how she has 5 children, children, there's no way it would work unless you neglect them, which she did. She believed that she was
She become a
famous,
killer
but in reality,
or something?
her videos barely hit 100 views, and her relationship with her husband Ernie began falling apart more and more over time. They were both unhappy, and Samantha would as always take to YouTube to vent about it, saying that Ernie was a terrible father and was abusive to her, even though there was never any evidence of this. Over time, their relationship just got worse and worse. Arguments and shouting became routine by the start of 2015, and eventually Samantha had had enough.
What's your emergency? I have a home invasion. My niece is tied up. She's tied up? She is tied up and dead. I am not tying her. What is the victim's name? Samantha Woodford. Just saying that they hit her husband in the face about 5 times.
On February 20th, 2015, police would receive a 911 call from Samantha's neighbor. Once police arrived at 2:19 a.m., they would find Samantha panicked and distressed and would tell them that 3 armed men broke into her house, pinned Samantha down before tying her, and dragged her downstairs, beating him with a pistol before kidnapping him, speeding into the night. Police, however, didn't buy this story. How could she have untied herself? Why would she call her aunt instead of the police? There was a lack of blood, nobody heard the aggressive break-in, and all 5 children slept through the whole ordeal. They would take Samantha to the police station for questioning almost instantly, where her story would begin to fall apart. Police would also find that when Samantha left the scene for a bit to call her mother, she was actually texting one of the 3 men who were involved in the killing of Ernie, saying, "Kill phone, shut that down, ditch phone, move." Her excuse for these texts were that she had taken Ambien, which is a drug that helps you sleep, and couldn't remember sending the text. Samantha had also given her kids high doses of Ambien so that they would sleep through the ordeal, and Ernie had
Why
no
would you
idea
do
the whole
that?
time. After police found Ernie's body, Jonathan Sanford, Jose Pons, and Octavius Rhymes would be found guilty of aggravated kidnapping and murder and were sentenced to 50 years in prison. Samantha would be found guilty of the same
Didn't know
crimes
that.
and was sentenced to 99 years in prison. Randy Stair. Randy Stair,
yeah, I've heard of him
created his
too.
YouTube channel,
Did a video on him a couple days ago.
He would upload comedy skits with his characters Froggy and Whale. His dad
This
would
is
also
straight up
have a
murder.
job as the manager
Straight up
of a
killing.
Wise supermarket. He had no interest in working there though. Randy would be browsing on YouTube one day, and he would come across a music video from Danny Phantom, which featured Ember McLean. Ember McLean is a character from the TV show Danny Phantom.
That's just what the cartoon character.
Musician ghost who hates authority. Anyways, Randy would find Ember and her music from the show and would obsess over them, constantly listening to her songs and even claim that Ember was his first crush. In January 2013, Randy lost his friend Max to a car accident, and only a few weeks later his granddad would also pass away. Experiencing these multiple losses led to him developing a morbid curiosity around death, eventually enjoying himself.
Still.
Over time, he would obsess over Ember more and more, to the point where it's almost unhealthy. He even claimed that they were spiritually connected and that he knew Ember before his birth. Eventually, he would go on to create an animated world and YouTube channel called Ember's Ghost Squad. It was a fan-made spin-off of
Made a
Danny
fucked up
Phantom,
cartoon
except
worse
that
than
the
Happy
squad
Tree
would
Friends.
recruit people to their group. He would have to end his old channel Pioneers Productions to focus all his energy on his new channel. So he had a 5-part series where he would essentially murder his 2 characters, Froggy and Whale. In the final video uploaded to Pioneers Productions in January 2015, he would be seen talking to Ember about how much she had impacted his life before taking a box containing Froggy and Whale outside, burning it,
Their
going
bodies.
back inside, and shooting himself
Big
with
Ben.
a fake gun. Randy would
In the
begin
woods.
seeing the afterlife as a place where he would be resurrected as a member of Ember's Ghost Squad. He had also changed his name to Andrew Blaze at this point, hating his actual name. He thought that his fate in life was to die so that he could be with Ember forever.
He could have gone
After.
hell, but
He
didn't
also
want it.
created Twitter accounts for each member of EGS, making them have conversations with each other when in reality it was just him talking to himself. Some of the episodes of EGS were pretty violent as well. One of them literally having the plot of being bullied and then fantasizing about shooting up your school. Some of Randy's fans would call him out on the violence, but Randy didn't care. He liked it.
So here's the deal. Got a 1983 quarter right here. I'm gonna flip this 3 times, or the best out of 3 rather. If it's heads, we'll do it here. If it's tails, supermarket.
In April 2017, Randy had decided that he wanted to shoot himself, and he had already received a shotgun from his mother, naming it Rachel. He had also bought himself another shotgun, naming this one Mackenzie, both being named.
This might sound fucked up, but why couldn't he
EGS.
just do it to himself and spare other people?
Which means there's gonna be a loss of a human life, besides my own.
On June 3rd, 2017, Randy would record and upload his final video to YouTube titled Goodbye Earth. Randy would record the store's exits the
What's
night
second
before
thing
the
about
attack.
this
He wanted to
fucking
block
Earth? This
every
Earth
single
sucks.
exit, making sure nobody would escape, and the next day he did just that. On the night of June 8th, 2017, Randy would upload his final animation to EGS. It was a 42-minute animation depicting him and the Ghost Squad up Westboro High School before arriving to his usual night shift at the Way supermarket he worked at. He would block all exits at the Y supermarket before 3 of his co-workers took. He had run into one of his co-workers who was listening to music and was unaware of the situation but chose to spare him. He would shoot at multiple
How
random
does his
objects,
parents
leading
not
to the
know he
co-worker
bought the
becoming
second
aware of the
gun?
situation.
That's what I'm wondering.
By the time police arrived, though, Randy had already shot himself instantly, leaving nothing behind except one of the most disturbing internet rabbit holes I've ever come across. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Obviously if you did, subscribe, like, all that stuff. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram. Again, thank you guys for 20,000 subscribers. And yeah, see ya.
Oh, that was messed up, man. I've heard of all of them except for one. The ASMR guy. The rest of these motherfuckers I've heard of before. I mean, Randy Stair, Austin Jones, Dolly Flash. What's the girl's name? Samantha Walford. I've heard of her. I mean, I've done a video where Tuv mentioned her, but I haven't done like an actual deep dive with her. But I've heard all the other ones. But yeah. I mean, it is a little bit. I mean, I'm surprised Mr. Anime or EDP weren't on here, man. Or what's that guy's name who killed the cat? Pollution Entertainment. But you can only do so much. But yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. See you on the next one. Peace out.